Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Davide. For those who don't know me yet, I'm a 6'4" tall Italian guy living in London who happens to have celiac disease. And I love baking and traveling quite a lot. Lockdown definitely gave me a lot of time for baking and getting fed. Guess I'm not. Am I? One of the things I miss most of is traveling. But let me give you a little background. I started traveling in my late 20s, and before that, I thought I could never travel because of this disease. However, I was definitely wrong. In my mind, there was this fear that something like traveling or living abroad was not possible for me because of my condition. And could just thinking, is that safe? What I'm gonna eat? What I'm gonna do? But the answer is definitely, yes, it's safe, and there is always a way. So if you're at home and watching this video and thinking that you cannot travel or you cannot visit other places or make an experience abroad just because you have celiac disease or any other disease, just don't listen to those voices because you can do it. Don't let your fear stop you to do something, because if I can do it, you can do it. At this point in time, I recorded this video in London, and since I have a lot of free time, I thought just to share my experience abroad and see if it can help you in the future. Today we're going to talk about my experience in Japan. For disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm just a person who happens to have celiac disease and love traveling, and I'm just going to share my experience in Japan, and I hope it can help other people like me. I've been to Japan quite a few times. I've been to Japan 4 times in 5 years. Yes, so 2015, 2016, 2017 and 18, this was New Year's Eve, so it was the end of December, early January, and 2019. So I've been in 2015, I've been to, where did I go? I've been to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Nara, that's it. In 2016, I've been to Osaka. In 2017-18, I've been to Tokyo, Nagoya, Fukuoka, and then back again to Tokyo. And in 2019, I went to see the paradise called Okinawa. The first thing what I would suggest is to download this gluten-free travel card. I'm gonna leave the link below, and this is absolutely a must. You can download it on your phone, use a PDF, or use just print it. I usually print it, but now maybe with technology it's just easier with your phone, so you don't need to carry any papers. And every time you go to a restaurant, you just show this paper which basically says that what you can eat, what you cannot eat, and then can help you out. I use this paper like almost everywhere, and you might see some rejection from people, like they don't want to even read it. However, just go until you find the right place to go and eat, and where they can understand the problem, because celiac disease is obviously not a disease very common in Asia in general, so they don't really understand, they don't really know what's this about. So with that in your pocket, it's going to be very, very easy to travel and explore different restaurants and different locations. When I travel, I like to pack some snacks in my luggage, just because we never know if later we are so unlucky that we cannot find anything gluten-free. At least we can always rely on the snack that we can bring from home. I usually travel with snacks. I always come back with the same snack because I can always find something to eat, but however, it's just as a backup because we never know, at least we're not gonna starve. The first time I've been to Japan, I went to this crepe place where we used to do gluten-free crepes. They were absolutely amazing, they looked so cute. So tasteful, and it was in Harajuku, which is like a very nice shopping district, and obviously it's one of the main attractions. When I went back in 2017-18, unfortunately this place was closed down, it wasn't there anymore, but hey, still nice to share the memories. and maybe by the time you're watching this video they open a new shop, hopefully. I also find different restaurants where they used to offer gluten-free meals, gluten-free pasta, all the dishes were gluten-free. Unfortunately, these restaurants closed down, they're not available anymore. However, what this tell us is basically there's still some restaurant or places they can offer a gluten-free option, and maybe by the time you're watching this and by the time I record this, a new place open up, pop-up kind of restaurants who offer gluten-free options. I use Google Translate quite a lot, even in the restaurants, to try to communicate with the waitress, understanding what can I eat, what can I eat, but also when I go to the supermarket, maybe 7-Eleven or any other supermarket, where they prepare, like, for example, like sushi bento or like onigiri, and most of them they can be like naturally gluten-free, because maybe they just, especially in onigiri, they just contain mayo and tuna, they just might contain like red beans. However, some of them they might be contaminated with some gluten, but you can find these at the back, and when you just scan it, the ingredients, you can find obviously if the products can be safe or not safe. Obviously, it doesn't guarantee us 100% it's gluten-free, but still an option for a lot of us. You take a picture and you basically translate a single word, and you can see which can be safe for us, which one contains gluten, or which one can be gluten-free, because naturally a lot of food is gluten-free. In Japan, I tried a few different restaurants. Let's start saying the sushi is probably one of my favorite food ever. Usually sushi is gluten-free by nature, right? Because it's just rice, maybe with some vinegar, and obviously raw fish. So that if it's not contaminated, that usually is like gluten-free. And definitely another option for all of us can be a barbecue. I'm gonna link below all the details, but this restaurant, it literally gives you allergy chart. It is to help you to basically choose and pick what type of meat or what type of vegetable you can eat or you can grill, and it's totally safe. And I remember, I believe when I went to Japan in 2018, still with Google Translate, I managed to ask raw meat with any sauce or anything. That was much easier, and it's still an option. Other snacks can be some pudding or some mochi. They are typical Japanese and they're super yummy, and they're usually gluten-free. However, they might be contaminated, or they might be using some ingredients that are not right for us. But if you check the back of the ingredients, you can make sure to get the right one. For my last trip, I went to Okinawa. Okinawa, oh my goodness, it's absolutely wonderful. It's like a paradise, and I would definitely suggest to go there if you're willing to travel that far. But otherwise, very beautiful. I also found like a gluten-free cafe. It was amazing. It was literally next to Pokemon store, so I was super happy. They have gluten-free donuts, they have gluten-free bars. I remember I had so much, I could just be so happy. I was so happy. Well, if you give me food, I'm happy, period. I think it's everything for today. It's just a little introduction of my past experience. Obviously, if I'm traveling to Japan anytime soon, I will definitely make a video out of it. Thanks for watching and hope you liked the video. If my experience helped you in any way, please give us a thumbs up. It's free. What are you waiting for? Bye, I'll see you next time.